live sessions are to clear the doubts, because people are enrolled in our online courses, and the online courses, many things are general, so they need specific like guidance towards their problem, how they should go about that. That is why we have this regular webinars or these live sessions, so that to clear their specific doubts and how they should go ahead with their particular things.
So I submitted my application to the Minster Medical Council.
Mhm.
Okay, so it happened in the month of January.
Mhm.
And then I got a response from them that I needed to submit the B2 certificate, which I didn't have at that time.
Mhm.
I submitted the B2 certificate by 26th.
26th
That was the
of
only January.
January. Okay.
I sent them the other documents on 1st of January.
Mhm. Okay.
So yeah, after sending them the B2 certificate, and they also asked a police clearance certificate from Ukraine, because I did my undergraduation in Ukraine.
Yeah.
So these two I sent them by 26th January, and I got a message from them that okay, fine. I mean, before 26th January, I got a message from them. Once we receive these two documents from you, we are going to send your documents to Bonn, so that they can prove, so that they can verify your diploma, and then we'll send a deficit Bescheid. And yeah, I haven't heard anything from them till now. Nothing. Deadly silence.
See, now that's the problem. It's not very uncommon, because if they send your document to any other stelle, that is, there's a Gutachtenstelle in Bonn. Okay. There they analyze your education, medical training in Ukraine, everything. Now the first question is that, where did you do your internship from? You did it from India, right?
In India.
You're from Pune, right?
No. I'm from Hyderabad.
You're from Hyderabad. Okay. So, but we have spoken before.
Yeah, we did. We spoke before.
So, now the thing is that they have sent your documents to Bonn for the like recognition that you have your medical training is complete. So you have done your internship and everything in India. Basically,
yes.
What did you write in your form? You written that you completed your education from Ukraine or from India? The Abschluss, this abgeschlossen. Wo ist die Medizinstudium abgeschlossen?
So I wrote them that I completed from India, because I remember writing a message to you that they were asking internship completion from Ukraine. Then you told me that you should mention that you finished your education in Ukraine. In India. So
exactly.
I wrote the same, and I sent them, like I wrote the same in the cover letter.
Okay.
And I specifically mentioned that that I finished my education. I completed my education in India, and I don't want to go for a complete assessment of my education for Gutacht, like direct license.
Yeah, understood. But still, they have sent it to Bonn. Actually, this is, I mean, since you have you have told them that you are ready for the Kenntnisprüfung and you have completed. Basically, they should not have sent it to Bonn. They should have like, it is sufficient what you have given actually. And since now they have sent it to Bonn, it will take some time. It will take at least a couple of months more.
Yeah.
January, when they send things, then it's not like they have sent it in January and suddenly in February somebody will go through a document. It will lie there for a couple of months at least, because there are lots of other documents, other candidates who are on the backlog basically. So whenever the change in place happens, like whenever your document has to be sent to another place, it delays the process by at least a couple of months.
Okay.
So now here, I don't know what they found wrong in your application, because as per you have said, and as I have told you also, this is the way in Bonn, in Münster. We have sent capital applications for candidates in Dortmund and also to Münster, because Münster is the only stelle which is accepting for foreign graduates now. So, but they told us to go to ZA, the Zentrale for Gutachtenstelle, not in Bonn, but ZSBA it is called. So we contacted them and they gave us this Standortvermerk. Now, important question. Another question is that did you have a hospitation or anything in Northern Westphalen?
No, I didn't have any hospitation, but I got this Standortvermerk from ZSBA. Yeah, I got this and I submitted it to them.
Okay, and then they have asked you about this. See, here you cannot do anything. Here they have sent it. They will have to wait a couple of months. They will come back that okay, everything is fine, because in fact everything is fine in your case, and then they will process further and ask you for the FSP, give you an appointment for FSP. Here it's just waiting time.
Yeah. And I had another question. Like, since I'm waiting, I was like, so what does hospitation give me? Like, what advantage does it give me in this case if I look for a place?
Hospitation, hospitation first of all helps you in your visa.
Okay.
First, you need something to some reason to come to Germany, right? One reason would be to take the Fachsprachprüfung. For that, you will enroll in a Fachsprachprüfung offline course, classroom course in NRW, right? So that is one reason. Another reason could be your hospitation, because you'll get visa for a Fachsprachprüfung only for a few weeks. It is like this. For example, in Duisburg and in Düsseldorf, they run courses for 7 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Take bigger, higher courses which are 3 months, and you'll get visa only for that duration for 3 months.
Okay.
What you need is you need time to live in Germany so that you can find a job. Finding a job is your aim, actually, right?
Yeah.
Let me mute someone so that we don't have. Okay. So what I was saying is you need time. So this hospitation, if you get acceptance in a hospitation, that gives you first of all 3 months extra time, and additionally you get to go in the hospital, see how the everyday working is, how your improvement, your communication, everything will also improve with that. So hospitation is not mandatory, as you already know, but it helps you. It helps you. And it helps you in your interviews also, because till then you have talked to different doctors, different colleagues in during hospitation, and you get some answers. That is one thing. But most important is a visa, because otherwise you come, even though if you come on 16D visa, that is recognition of professional qualification, if your duration is only 3 months, for the purpose of stay is only 3 months, they will not extend your visa.
Okay.
That what do you want to do? Like, you have come here, done 3 months, and now you can go back. Right. So this hospitation will be beneficial in that way. So you can cancel the hospitation anytime. For example, you get Fachsprachprüfung Termin, you get the course, and exactly after the course you get Fachsprachprüfung Termin, because in Northern Westfalen things work a little faster in that regard, in exam appointment regards.
Okay.
It might happen that you come for the course and suddenly right after a few weeks after the course you get an appointment that you take the exam. In that case you will think that, okay, what do I do with the hospitation now? Well, if that is the case, you cancel the hospitation. Tell them that, okay, I mean, your plans have changed, you are not coming, because that's not costing you anything. Right?
Okay.
So, but it is in what you say, in the background, the backup plan, having hospitation is always beneficial.
Okay, so what you are trying to tell me is that book a course for approximately 3 months, which will be preferably Fachsprachprüfung, and then after that you get a hospitation, which is usually for 3 months. Yes. So it gives me 6 months.
Yes.
Okay, and in this 6 months, I need to get the termin for Fachsprachprüfung.
Yes.
So that I can extend.
See, termin for Fachsprachprüfung is not sufficient. Your aim is to get a job, and job search also takes a couple of months. You'll be searching for jobs. You'll be sending emails every day. You will be getting responses. Like once you send an email, it's not that immediately someone will call you the next day. Okay, it might happen that you have sent emails and 2-3 weeks later that email has been replied and they have asked you that, okay, why don't you come and meet us? And then you go there for the interview. They will say that, okay, interview was fine. Let's do a couple of days hospitation. That means they want to see you how you work in the system, how much, like if you can draw blood, if you can communicate with patients. That is what they want to see. If you can write. So then for that you will have an appointment in 2 weeks, for example, after the interview. And after that they will say that, okay, fine, hospitation also good. Now I will let you know in 2 weeks. That means even though if you get positive response at each step, it takes time. Time, at least a couple of months you should think to get a contract. That's why if you're short of time, if you're only for say 3 months visa, so then you have that stress all the time that, okay, my visa is going to end. And once you leave Germany, once you're out of here, then the chances become very difficult. then nobody will invite you for an interview because you are not in the country. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And because the coming for one interview does not make sense. They also know that you will not come. So that way, that's why a long duration visa at the beginning itself is a better idea.
Okay, so one last question. I mean, one more question I have is regarding the blocked account. Yeah. So I give the document to the authorities here in India, to the embassy in India, showing that I have enough funds for 12 months. Enough funds that I can support myself in Germany for 12 months. Even though I have enough money, they won't give me visa for 12 months because I don't have a reason to stay there for 12 months.
Yes. Just
Okay.
the funds are like a mandatory thing. You have to show blocked account, but that is not the reason. You might say that you have like enough funds to stay in Germany for your entire life, but you will not get citizenship on that behalf.
Okay.
Right. So you need to that is a requirement that you need to have funds, but the reason, the purpose is most important. Why are you going?
So usually, how long do they give the visa for Indians?
If you get 16D on the basis of 16D, that is the recognition of professional qualification, then it is allowed to have 18 months, till 18 months. But they don't give 18 months right at the beginning.
Okay.
Give you first 3 months, you come here, the next day itself or next week itself, once you have Anmeldung and everything in the city, you send them the mail that, okay, I came here, I have visa for 3 months, I want to get it extended. Right at the beginning itself, you don't wait till because they know that you have come for this purpose. Then they will ask for your reasons, what are you doing? They will ask it here then. What they have initially done is they have checked it in India or in your country. And then here, when you come here, they will see the actual present situation from Germany. If you are actually doing the hospitation, if you actually applied for those things.
Okay.
And then they will extend it.
Okay.
And then they will extend it every time you have a reason. That, okay, you say that, okay, my visa is going to end in 6 months. Now you are considering that you have a 6 months visa already. You came here, you got it one time extended, now you have 6 months. Okay. Then but your FSP termine was not there. Or maybe KP termine was not there. You're waiting for KP.
Okay.
Then look, I have my FSP, I also have everything, but my KP termine is not there. Preparing for the KP, I have taken another course. Now the KP termine is going to take 3-4 months more. Then they will extend it for 3-4 months till you have a KP termine.
Okay.
So maximum it can be 18 months, but it has to be extended stufenwise, like stepwise.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
All right. So who wants to go next?
So can I go?
Yes, please.
So my first question is, currently you had last time mentioned that every time you need to evaluate which state is good, where the exam will be easier. So can you tell me the current 3-4 preferable states where the exam will be easier and the waiting time won't be that long?
My first choice remains Bayern, even today, because we have had good experience in Bayern. Last 2 months, 2 of our consulting candidates have gotten a job, they passed Fachsprachprüfung and actually gotten jobs over there. One was with experience, one assistant professor from India, one is without much experience, but both have gotten into orthopedics. And Bayern remains my first choice at present. Okay. Now, apart from Bayern, the states there are Sachsen-Anhalt I'm not very big fan of Sachsen-Anhalt because you might get a job over there, but life is a little difficult for foreigners. I have also lived in Sachsen-Anhalt for 1 year when I worked at the University of Halle.
Okay.
Professionally, it's fine. You can get that, but you don't. I did not feel very good when I was living over there. Okay, that's why I moved away.
And how is the FSP level over there in Sachsen and Sachsen?
It's not very difficult.
And KP level?
KP, levels are almost the same. For KP, also the places where FSP is not that difficult, KP is also not that difficult. Basically, the entry into the system is comparatively easier.
Okay, but I have also heard that in NRW, the FSP is comparatively much easier than the KP.
No, you heard it wrong.
Is it true?
No, you heard it wrong.
Okay.
Exams in general in NRW are difficult because it's all about competition. There are more applicants here. everyone wants to come into NRV because NRV has most of the NRV is industrialized. So that means there are lots of cities and lots of hospitals here. That means the place where I live, in a radius of 10 kilometers, we have around 8 hospitals here. Okay, so this you'll not find in any other part of Germany. General, they have every like 20 kilometers, one hospital. Okay, so for a population of 30,000, they have one hospital. Like that, it is there in most parts. Now the cities like big cities like Berlin or Hamburg, I'm not talking about them. They definitely have more hospitals. But as a state, as a entire state, NRW is highest, like most very highly populated, and also has lots of hospitals. That is why everyone from foreign countries want to come here, because here it's not like the typical. It's more cosmopolitan place, industrialized place. All right. That is why, since the supply is too much, since a lot of applications are there, the filtering has to be more strict, and that has been so last couple of years. So that does not mean that people don't pass here in FSP. People definitely pass here. We have our candidates. I also made a video about that. They have passed here, but for that, the preparation level is higher. The required level is higher, because one knows now that the exam is going to be difficult. And still, if I choose because of other reasons that I want to not go in some smaller state or some like less industrialized state, I want to directly be in NRW, then you have to prepare at that level for the exam.
Okay. So and I also heard like I wanted to just clear this one doubt, that is language visa possible now, or is it difficult?
It is difficult.
If we take admission in
Sorry?
Even if we take admission in language school?
Language visa is not a good idea. It was, I mean, I have talked about this topic many times, that language visa was preferred a few years back, but at present, it's not a good idea, because you have other options. Why would you prefer language visa? Why would you go for language visa?
Okay. So my next...
Yes, please.
Yeah, so my next question is, how difficult is it, or what is the procedure like to change the state after or before like you clear the FSP?
This is called approbation tourism here in Germany, that people apply to one state. As I said, that you apply to a very easy state, for example, Rheinland-Pfalz, which is easy state. But you want your documents and everything, you send everything there. And now you realize that, Rheinland-Pfalz, I will not get a job because it's a small state, has less number of hospitals. So then you say that, now I'll go to NRW. And you expect that now. So the time that you have spent with Rheinland-Pfalz, for example, is wasted now. Because when you send your application again, then first of all, the state where you have already sent your application will take its own time to send the document, at least 1.5 months to 2 months. They will not send it directly tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to move. And then secondly, when you go to the new state will ask you, why are you applying to us now? You apply to another state, that means you have see, it's always about reasoning. Now, if you apply to NRW, as I was telling Yashwant, that what they want is that you should either be living in NRW, you should have either a stellar in NRW, or you should have joined a hospitation in NRW. These 3 things are required. If you don't have that, then you have to get a Standortvermerk from ZSBA. Now the ZSBA people also ask you why. Reason why. Then they will say that you first went to another state, then you having that reason for another state. Now, how has your reason changed suddenly? So this explanation, it is doable. People do that. But everyone who sees your document tries to give you a difficult time because of this transfer thing, and it takes time. Have you already applied, Yash?
No, not yet, sir. Because I am yet to get my translation.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I remember you asked about the hard copies and all that. So you have sent me a mail.
Yes.
You got.
So as of now.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I got the reply. Yeah, so I'm going to get the translation of the transcript, then the my internship completion, then my birth certificate and my degree certificate and my registration certificate. Right. So I was planning to apply with this, but then I also had the doubt that is B2 compulsory like to get the deficit bhejai?
No, it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. This I will repeat again to all the candidates, all the participants here. Don't wait till B2. Okay, because this
But
was
now,
yes. You complete, please.
like Yashwant just said that he applied, but then they asked him to send the B2.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah, but see, the letter that he got, that basically they said that he will get deficit beshad then. Letter that he got, which mentions that these are the missing things, that is sufficient to apply for visa basically. That itself is deficit beshad.
okay.
Northern Westphalen does not give you any document which says deficit beshad on that. So when he goes to the visa office with that document, that okay, look, I have sent my documents and they said the B2 was missing, I sent the B2. Now they put it to this, they sent the documents to Bonn. That is a good enough reason for the visa officer that the documents, things are in progress for him.
Okay. And
So,
then we need, sorry.
I was telling about the B2 requirement. So we have also sent documents for Northern Westphalen, as I told you. So they will find some deficits always. They will always tell you that this is missing, that is missing. At the end, they will say that okay, there's a document where the doctor says that you are fit for job, that is missing, or police clearance, something they will find out. That is what you want. That you want a letter from them that they see that something is missing. That with that you go to the visa office. Look, I've sent everything. Now this is missing. No problem. I will send that. Okay. Are you planning to send to NRW?
No, definitely not to NRW.
Good idea. Good plan. All right.
So I wanted to ask this, that for the PC police clearance and the good standing, like the translation, like sending it from here to the German translator, then getting it back, all like takes more than 1-2 months. So like, and the validity is almost like a month. So is the translation necessary of these documents or the English?
Yes. No. Translation is necessary. What you can do is you can tell your translator to send it directly to the beholder office. Some translators do that. I don't know who is your translator.
There is this one lady I found. Her name is Lamia Ahmed. She's in Bonn only.
All right, no, you can tell her. She can send many times. See, there is always a risk that if you are not sending the documents yourself, then you don't know what they are sending, where they are sending them. That risk is always there.
Yes.
But I mean, you can try. Otherwise, as you rightly said, that till the time the translator sends the documents to you, it will, and you send it back to Bonn, it will be already then again sent back to like any other, wherever you are applying. It will already be 2 months. Plus the charges for sending and resending, it is all unnecessary. You can talk to your translator if they can send that. Many translators do that.
Yeah, sir, translation require any language certificate?
No, language certificates does not have to be translated.
No. For translation, does the language certificate require for only translation? Do they translate on the behalf of the language certificate or without it? I mean to say.
No, see, there are the translations. People who are authorized translators, they have received their license for translation. They have the authority to translate. That means anyone. For example, I have done language till C1, so I cannot say that okay, I will take Vijay's document and I will translate it and I will write my name. I have translated. No, not possible. If even somebody in India who is a translator basically, because many companies, German companies, they have translators. There are many people in India who are, or companies who are translators. They translate German documents to Indian or like English documents, and vice versa. And those people cannot translate your document. The reason is that they are not authorized by the German court. Translators have to be authorized by the German court. It's called Beeidigte Übersetzer. Beeidigte means they are taken oath with the court in Germany.
Yeah. Somebody told me that for translation also they required your B1 language certificate for only your document translation. They
Vijay, you can also explain it to me in Hindi because I'm not able to understand what someone told. क्या बोले लोग आपको?
सर ये कह रहे थे कि आपकी जो डॉक्यूमेंट ट्रांसलेशन के लिए
Just a minute. यश की आवाज आ रही है मुझे.
Directly send the
Yeah.
हाँ बोलो विजय.
सर somebody is saying कि आपको अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स ट्रांसलेशन कराने के लिए भी आपका यानी कि मेरा B1 का सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए होगा लैंग्वेज का. somebody told me ऐसा थोड़ी है सर. हाँ ओके. हाँ यही कंफर्म करना.
ट्रांसलेशन तो जो ट्रांसलेटर करते हैं उनको तो कोई मतलब नहीं होता आपकी लेवल क्या है ना. उनको तो मतलब होता है कि आपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स दिए हैं, वो डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखेंगे हाँ ओरिजिनल हैं और उसको वो जो लैंग्वेज में है, फॉर एग्जांपल इंग्लिश में है तो इंग्लिश से जर्मन करेंगे. कोई डॉक्यूमेंट मान लो हिंदी में है, कई बार होता है कि लोगों के बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट्स और जो होते हैं वो अपनी तरफ हिंदी में होते हैं, तो फिर वो ऐसे ट्रांसलेटर हम ढूंढते हैं जिनको जो हिंदी से जर्मन में ट्रांसलेट कर सकें. सो उससे आपका लेवल लैंग्वेज का क्या उसमें कोई मतलब नहीं.
ओके सर. ओके.
Yes, yeah, you had one more question.
Yeah, sir. So, like, could you share some like contacts of translators who could help us in sending the police clearance or the good standing directly to the state where we apply?
See, I mean, you already have a translator, so why don't you ask her to send it? Because there is no reason why they should not. Okay, and there are translators. I mean, we have few translators who work with us. Otherwise, there's an entire list of like on this website. I can send the link to the website. Or if you write on Facebook, see, I'll tell you very directly on Facebook. Also, there are many translators. If you just write on the group Indian Doctors, International Doctors in Germany Facebook group that you're looking for translators, many translators will contact you. Okay. Just a minute. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So if we like KP we have only 3 attempts, right?
Right.
So in case if we fail the 3rd attempt, and then if like is there any alternative, like we can go to some other state and again start from FSP?
No, that you cannot do. You can change your like career basically. You can go to pharma, research, PhD, those things, but you cannot work as a doctor anymore. That is done.
Okay.
Yeah, send a link, one link in the chat box. That is the website where there are lots of translators. You can search according to which state you want or what, and there are the phone numbers and emails of all these people. So when we started to find that who are we going to work with, because we wanted to do it on like larger scale, so we wanted like they have to be better for us. So that means financially. So we talked to many people, and then who had time, who were willing to pay lower prices and everything.
Okay, so thank you.
We talked to many people and then we selected few. So if I directly give you name of those few, all that work that we have done, that goes to waste basically, because then they will be overloaded with work and then they will not be working with us because they work for us for cheaper rates than the market rate. Okay.
Issues,
that is the background behind this.